Ayan po at welcome sa aking channel, ang ating bayaning coach at pinagmamalaki ng Pilipinas na walang iba kundi si Coach Tim Kun. Ay todo focus ngayon sa Gin Kings dahil iyan sa nalalapit nilang laban sa Commissioners Cup. Dito sa Commissioners Cup ay kailangan niyang makatulong ng todo sa kanyang mother's team na Barangay Ginebra. Ngayong nagsimula na ang profersional liga ng bansa ay dito na natin makikita kung anong adjustment at maniobra ang gagawin ni Coach Tim Kun. Dahil sa ibang import na sa katauhan ni Tony Bishop matapos manduhan ang Gilas Pilipinas sa Asian Games ay sesentro naman ang atensyon ni Gilas interim Coach Tim Kun sa Barangay Ginebra. Matagumpay si Coach Tim Kun na dinala nito ang Gilas Pilipinas sa gold medal sa Asian Games sa Hangzhou, China. Ilang linggo rin itong nagpahinga. Matapos ang Asian Games ay tututukan naman nito ang Barangay Ginebra na sasabak nitong November 17 sa Season 48 na Commissioners Cup. Ngayong iba naman ang import ng Gin Kings na sa katauhan ni Tony Bishop dahil nga nakahangpa ang partisipasyon ni Justin Brownlee na nagpositibo sa doping sa Asian Games. Ngayon, nakasama na si Tony Bishop sa ensayo. The good news about Tony Bishop as our import is you know him pretty intimately because we had 6 games series back then. Ani Nikon. Sa Power and Play program, kabisado na ng Gin Kings si Tony Bishop dahil nakalaban na nila ito noong 2021 sa Governors Cup Final Series na dati pa itong import ng Meralco Bolts. Panalo ang Ginebra sa naturang serye, 4-2 ang kartada. We have a vision for him on how he can come in and fit. We're excited. Ani Kun, matikas talaga ang record ni Bishop. Grabe rin kasi may record na 25.7 points, 13.4 rebounds, 3.3 assists at 1.7 steals para sa Bolts 2021 seasons. Naglaro na ito sa Puerto Rico para sa Arecibo na rebounds.
Talking about Ginebra, you're back at practice. Some new players. Maverick Ahan-Misi has joined the team and a couple of rookies, Gumaru, Ralph Koo. What about the chemistry of Barangay Ginebra with this team that's going to be playing in the PBA? L.A. Tenorio, he's a question mark. Has he been practicing? Is he good to go?
LA has been practicing every day.
How is he?
And he's doing really well. And he looks like the old LA. You don't see any difference. But he's not scheduled to actually return to the live games until the first week of December.
Oh.
But he is practicing every day, continuing to build. But his target is that first week of December. I think December 3rd or 4th. We have a game. I can't remember who it is, but that's the game when we expect him to be back and be back in the lineup. Right now, he's not in the active lineup yet. But he will be on the first week of December. So if you don't see LA's name there, don't worry about it. He's there. He's just going to be coming in December.
What about Ahan-Misi? He's a big piece to add to your organization. And Jeremiah Gray not able to play at all this coming season. How do you think Ahan-Misi is going to, fill in the shoes of Jeremiah Gray, or maybe develop his own new role with Ginebra?
Well, we're really excited about Mav. I'm really excited about pairing him with Scotty and seeing those two guys play together. They have very similar games. Mav's a very active rebounder, like Scotty. He's a great shooter, and so he'll be able to spread the floor for us. He's a great ball handler. He's really good in transition in the open court, so adds that part to us. So we're really excited about Mav. Getting him with Stanley, we can match him with Stanley, we can match him with Scotty. We could even bring Jamie back to the backcourt and let Mav handle the ball. He brings a lot of versatility into his game in terms of being able to be that shooter and that scorer and that guy who can get it out in the fast break and still be the lead guard, point guard, and settle everything down and do that. That's the kind of guards that we always are looking for in our system.
So you've had 4 practices so far with Ginebra, and how has it been? Your import, who's going to be playing for you, Tony Bishop, is here. How is that going?
Well, we
so
love
far?
Tony. We loved Tony even before he came because it's like we have intimate knowledge of him already.
Yeah.
Because we played him in a 6-game final series. When you play a final series against somebody where everything's on the line, you're seeing the best and the worst of a player during that kind of pressure situation. You learn a lot about it because you're watching all the videos, you're studying all the moves, figuring out how you can counter.
Just like you know him.
Yeah, it's like we really know him. And so, we came in, and the first day, it was like everybody knew him already. I was kidding Christian. I told Christian that he even knows the type of gum that Tony likes to eat, chew, because Chris was like right there in front of him the whole 6 games.
That is so funny.
So Christian is like, Christian knows him really as well as anybody. So, there was a real comfort level of him walking in. We knew the kind of energy level he's going to bring. We know his skills, and we already have a vision for how he can play. And that's primarily why we brought him in. And he's a winner. He took that Morocco team, went all the way to the finals. A lot of people didn't think that, he came in and took the place of what's his name, the kid that playing in Japan, big strong kid that we played.
Alan Durham.
Yeah, he took Alan Durham's spot, and everybody thought nobody can replace Alan Durham, and there's no way Morocco can get to the finals without Alan Durham, and he took them to the finals. So,
what about the pressure at Tony Bishop? Because obviously fans are going to compare him to the man, Justin Brownlee.
It's like comparing, all these players over the years, comparing him to Michael Jordan. Nobody's going to be compared to Michael Jordan. And if you try to compare him, everybody's going to fall short. So that's going to be the danger for us as an organization. Is that, if we lose a game, we're going to want to say, "Oh, Justin had played," and which wouldn't be the truth. But that's what we're going to want to say. Or if he misses that shot, "Oh, Justin would have made that shot." So that's the danger that we have to understand, and as a group, that we can't keep those comparisons. And we just got to see Tony for what he is and what he brings to us, and live with that. And if we win or lose, it's going to be because we didn't support Tony well enough, not that Tony wasn't good enough for us. Because it wasn't Justin. So we have to really stay away from the comparison. We understand the fans will do that. We understand that management will do that. The commentators will do that. But as a group, our players, we cannot do that. Our coaching staff cannot do that. We can't look back and regret that we don't have the greatest import of all time with us at this point.
Talking about the greatest import of all time,
about Justin
Brownlee. What's the latest with him? Is he going to be able to play, you think? Is he coming to town?
Well, we understand he might be here on the November 4th. You never know about Justin. He always kind of misses planes here or there. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So, but he's scheduled for the 4th, I believe, so we don't actually know what kind of role he's going to have on the team at that point. He's going to probably help the coaching staff a little bit, be that confidant for Tony Bishop and.
Right.
But the bottom line is that in terms of playing, we don't know. We don't know. We haven't heard anything from FIBA in terms of the suspension or possible suspension. We haven't heard anything. So,
but what about
everything's up in the air.
What about his health? Assuming that he is able to play day one in the PBA, will he be able to play?
Well, I think that for him, I think the rest he had. Again, people just don't realize the sacrifice he made in that Asian Games.
Yeah, we didn't know his foot was black and blue after every game.
He was taking painkillers into his foot, injections into his foot for every game, numbing it out so he wouldn't feel that pain. He was doing all the way through it. The doctors told us that he should not be playing at that point, but he forced himself to play. And for one reason and one reason only, it was for the country. And he had been tasked as a naturalized player. He felt it was his duty to do everything he could to play. So got to give him, you know, aside from all those great shots and all those things, I mean, you just got to really bow
No, for
to
sure.
Justin. And but that put it this way: if it had been Ginebra, if we had been playing Ginebra games instead of Asian games or Gilas games, Justin would not have played for sure.
Yeah.
He would have been resting. We would have helped find somebody else to keep him, so because we would be more worried about his future and want him longer term. So at this point, the bottom line is, it would be better if he didn't play at this point. You know.
Hanggang dito na lamang po at maraming salamat sa panonood. At kung hindi ka pa nakakapag-subscribe, please subscribe my channel, Kune Sports TV, para lagi kang updated sa bawat video ko.